Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I'm just having a break sitting by the old forge that I've just made a little video of. I can hear the water running, and in the background I can hear people working away. So it's rather pleasant sitting here. And I wanted to talk about something that's very often, a word that's very often bandied around on the news, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. One of the B words, the bully word. And it's a word that I wish we didn't use, because for so many they think of bully as a little boy, a little girl in the playground, niggling away at friends. Yes, upsetting them. Yes, hurting them, maybe emotionally, maybe physically. But certainly a childish thing. And no way is it that. I mean, long story short, bullying is a form of abuse. No ifs, buts, maybes. It is. But by calling it bullying, we seem to be downgrading it a bit. And we shouldn't. Bullying is a serious thing. As I say, it's a form of abuse. We can stick a plaster over physical abuse, but mental, emotional abuse is much harder to kick into touch, to get rid of. Maybe the bullying is at a workplace. Very often, as has been seen in the cases that have been reported, by someone who is in a place of power, or even a perceived place of power. They misuse that power, and they name call, put down, criticize in very, very negative, horribly nasty ways, even threaten and tell the person what they should do and not go and have a nice time. Nasty things. And when anybody is given these messages repeatedly, they go round in here, time and time again, and they build up. And you come to believe them. Well, they've said that so many times. And it doesn't stop at the workplace. It goes home with you. And no matter how much you try and switch off those feelings, those words, those deeds, it's very hard. The best thing is to try and share with somebody that you trust, or maybe go to a professional. I know I've worked with a lot of people over the years who've been abused in many different ways, but very often bullying is an integral part of that abuse, and it affects the whole life: work, play, domestic. But sometimes when the abuse is not in the working place, but maybe familial abuse, but certainly within your private life, it's the same. Except if it's based in your home, and your home used to be your place of safety, that feeling of safety is taken away. And when you go into work, you take those feelings with you. You can't use work as an escape. You might do for a while, but then those feelings come back in. So find someone to talk to. The trouble is that very often the bullies they are cowards. They will pick on certain people and be absolutely tickety-boo fine with the rest. So that you are made to feel even more isolated. Why pick on me? Am I weak? When actually they usually pick on those that they perceive as being strong, maybe having skills, maybe being able to do something that they can't do. Because they're cowards, they will do it without anybody else around. So find someone, please, please find someone to share these feelings, these thoughts with. I have to say this is a very personal thing. I have been bullied both in my professional and in my personal life. It was only when one of my colleagues at work happened to be in the office behind a big stack of books, a shelving of books, that my bullying was overheard. And I had to take early retirement because of it. She needed to carry on working, so I did not feel I could ask her to stand up and explain what she had witnessed. And it's the same if it's personal. Others will see whoever's done the bullying as this, oh, yeah, they're the life and soul of the party. They're great people to have around. Whereas for whatever reason, you have been picked on by them. And for me, it was only when I spoke to two other people who this person had also bullied that I thought, it's not me. It did happen. I haven't over-exaggerated. It's a relief. It's a relief to speak to somebody about it, whether they understand your personal situation or not. So do find somebody. Do explain how you are being made to feel. Do get that confidant, someone that you trust. And forget about those bullies, those cowards, if you possibly can. But it's difficult when they are setting out to make your life hell. But you take care of yourself. Find ways to escape. My escape is being out in places like this. Always have been. Always has been. Always will be. So you take care. Take the very best care of yourself that you can. And thank you so much for joining me. As ever, I appreciate it. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.